Hello, everybody. My name is LaToya Kendrick. Make sure you listen and watch for my interview on the Parker Daniels Show. Thank you.
Stop recording video.
What's up, everybody? My name is Anthony Parker, and I'd like to welcome you to the Parker Daniels Show, hashtag PDS. That's right, y'all can see I got my LSU apparel on. I told y'all last week that I was never going to deny my Tigers again. Yep, they beat Auburn, they beat Miami, they beat a couple other teams, so they're 4-0 right now. So, go Tigers. But anyway, that's not the nature of the call. The reason why we're here is to bring to you somebody that I have been trying to get in touch for a minute. That's right. Let me cut the music. Somebody I've been getting in touch with for a minute. All the way from Jacksonville, Florida. Is that correct?
Yes.
Jacksonville, Florida. We're going to bring you Miss LaToya. Now, LaToya has a lot of interesting things to talk about, but I'm jumping the gun. Before I do that, I want to say what up to my co-host, Kim Daniels, and the Parker Daniels Show. I have to say this trademark, where we make changes, no excuses. And today's topic is going to be about just that, no excuses. This individual is partially blind, but she's doing something that is very, very unique, and we're gonna get to it. If y'all stay tuned, we're gonna get to it, and you're gonna know about it, and you're gonna be able to check her out when she does this. So, without further delay, shall I say, I'm gonna bring in the hardest working woman in Florida doing her thing, Miss LaToya. What up?
Hello, everyone.
How are you doing today?
Doing good.
Doing good. LaToya, you're hard to catch up with. I am not going to lie to you, but we finally got you.
I know.
So, tell me, LaToya, what's going on in your life? Give the people a little background history of who you are and your impairment, if you may, briefly, because we got a lot to talk about. So, run it.
Sure. My name is LaToya Kendrick. I'm 36 years old. I became legally blind when I was 26, so this makes 10 years. I have cone rod dystrophy, and right now I'm doing different things in Jacksonville, Florida, or trying to do different things in Jacksonville, Florida. Right now I'm working. I work overnight. I work with mental health clients. Hopefully change jobs soon. As well, I go to vocational education rehab for visually impaired people. I'm trying to learn this new computer program, Zoom Text Fusion. At the same time, I'm also working kind of with people that's on the streets, trying to get them a little feedback to help them out and do different things. Come up in the new year, try to get their life together, or just get themselves settled in a better place. I also go to the gym mainly every day when I have my schedule on point. I do different cardio classes, and I also do different things that people think I would not be able to do.
And that's why I want to stop you right there, so we won't get ahead of ourselves, because you are doing. That's a lot of stuff that you're doing. Tell the people. I want to focus on your eye condition. You mentioned what it was, cone rod dystrophy. I'm sorry. Tell them what it is, and how does it affect you as far as you seeing and not being able to see certain things and those things.
Okay. Cone rod dystrophy is a genetic trait. It's a way to explain it is everyone have good and bad genes. Our genes or anything else, everybody have good and bad genes. My father and mother had the same bad eye gene, so it made it more dominant for me. Now, if one who had maybe the good trait didn't have the same bad trait, I probably would have wore glasses and that's it. But it didn't come about until I was 26. You know, I had glasses for being farsighted, but nothing more. I used to drive, I used to maybe see far and do everything like a normal person with regular sight. How mine affect me is it messed with my center vision. It's similar, cone rod dystrophy is similar to RP. It's very similar, a little different, but basically it's neck and neck with RP and cone rod dystrophy. Mine's messed with my retina and my cones that mess with your color, your movement of your of different items. Also with glare. I have a lot of trouble with glare during the daytime. Usually I squint. Sometimes I put on shades or whatever. But as of now, I have trouble with center vision. Like reading off paper, I cannot do. I have to have a magnifier to see what's on paper.
Okay.
Or I have to use my computer, phone, iPad. I have to use voiceover on my items because if I don't, I am totally lost.
Okay.
I can see some and maybe zoom some, but it's still not the best.
Okay, well, check this out. Because I may sound ignorant if I ask, but because I don't know, I'm gonna ask anyway. When you say you have trouble with your center vision, does that mean like, say for example, if somebody were to throw you something and it's coming straight at you, will you won't be able to determine the
I just right now it's like I see it, but it kind of make me miss sometimes certain things like the color white. I have trouble with color white, and with center vision, it's like I don't know. Have anybody ever seen the old TVs where they have the antennas on the old TV?
rabbit ears?
And you know how it be foggy and fuzzy, and you try to get the fuzziness out the TV, so
Right.
you move the antennas around
Right.
so they get straight.
Right.
Mine is like that. My
Okay.
center vision is foggy. I see, but I don't see. I lost a lot of sight from center vision. I can't tell you how much, but I can still see from center vision. But I need something big and bold, or something that's like a loud color, pink, yellow. It can't be a color brown on brown or white on white.
Okay.
Because the contrast, I have trouble with contrast.
Okay. Well, you've definitely so far painted a very, very, very good picture for those who aren't aware, because I was definitely a person who didn't really know what I've heard of it before, cone dystrophy, but I never.
It's very rare, very rare.
Okay, so with that being said, you say you used to drive. How? Just briefly tell us, how was it? Was it heartbreaking when you found out that you could no longer drive? Because I mean, I know
Yes.
that would be the heartbreaking thing for me.
For driving, oh my God, I always wanted to drive. I started driving when I was 16. You get your permit license and everything. Nobody would let me have their cars in, so I didn't really start driving until the age of 19, 20. Have my own car and everything. Wore glasses. Hey, I could see signs with or without glasses or whatever.
Okay.
But as the years went past, when it was raining, either I had to stop or drive slower. When it rained real bad, it was hard for me to see in the dark while it was raining, so I had to put on bright lights. Or if I knew the streets, I was able to get back and forth.
Okay.
But if somebody had on black at night, I couldn't see them unless I see their movement. So for a while, I was like, okay, just me needing stronger glasses, stronger prescriptions. Oh, let me just go to the doctor and get that. I went to Walmart. I said, okay, they're pretty cheap. Let me just go to their doctor. When I went to their doctor, he just straight told me, baby, you just can't see. I said, oh, no, I can see. I drove here.
Right.
Oh, no, I can see. I just get out my car. I can see the signs and stuff. He's like, oh, no, you cannot see. I said, man, you don't know what you're talking about.
Didn't want to believe him.
I didn't want to believe him. then he told my boyfriend, because then my boyfriend, he was getting ready to go to school for nursing, and he was then at that point he was a firefighter. So he was trying to tell him what it was, and he already knew the concept of it. If you deal with your cones or rods, there is no cure for it. There is no surgery for it at this time. They're close, but not a surgery for it.
And how
So
did you? That's trying to interrupt you. How did you feel at the time when they told you there's no cure for it?
when he told me that, I'm like, oh no, you can't be right. Y'all don't know what y'all speaking of. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at the streets. I'm driving. Yeah, I just need stronger glasses. That's all I need.
Right.
But I went to, altogether, I have been to 9 different doctors. Because when the doctor from Walmart was telling me I can't see, I was like, okay, whatever, I'm going to go get another doctor.
Right.
Then he started sending me to Gainesville, Florida. They started speaking to other doctors. I'm like, they don't know what they speaking of. But I kept going and going and going till they were saying, there's nothing else we could do for you. You just have something that would deteriorate your vision.
Okay, so...
And it took me a year, at least a year, to get away from driving.
Okay, all right. So with that being said, how supportive were your family members when you were going through this? Because I know it's a traumatic experience. So briefly, just tell us how traumatic it was to lose your sight at a later age in life. Because I've had friends that have gone through the situation and they've dealt with it okay, and then some of them didn't. So
really, my family, they didn't believe it. They were just saying, oh, same thing I was saying, oh, you need to go to another specialist, another doctor. He don't know what he's speaking of. Oh, we're going to take you to a special doctor that's going to get your sight together. Oh, you sure that's what he said? Oh, let me go with you to the doctor. I know what they said.
So they were in denial.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I had an uncle say he would take me to China. And
Really?
they have better technology and things in China that would help my vision, and surgeries that would help my vision. And I know what they are speaking of here is not true.
So
but the thing about it, everybody was telling me this, but nobody could tell me what I had and what it was. Because down the genetic traits, everybody else never seen something like this in our family. It's in the genes, but it's 1 out of 10,000 I would find somebody else with the same thing. So I'm really the first one on both sides of my family to have it full blown.
Okay. So do you have any kids?
No, as of now, don't have kids.
The reason why I asking, I was wondering if it could be passed on to your kids.
Right. I'll ask my doctor about that, because I'll tell him I don't want to have kids, especially with this going on. He said, you can have children. If you have children, they will have the trait, but they will not have the full effect like you do. Okay. Because it's 1 out of every 10,000 you will find a partner that have the same condition as you do.
Wow.
Their good genes will override your bad genes, so your child will be able to see. But he or she will carry the trait down the line.
Okay.
And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't really want that, but boyfriend, you can't want kids now. So
your boyfriend wants kids and you don't? Is that it?
Yes and no. Yes and no. I want kids, but then too at the same time, I got to make time for it.
Yeah, that's true.
If I can make time.
And that's a good segue from what we're about to get into, because you are a busy person, as I mentioned at the top of the show, and you are, in spite of what your impairment or eye condition or whatever you want to call it, you're doing some things and whatnot. And like I told everyone to stay tuned to the show, because you're about to let us know exactly what you are doing. Briefly, tell us what it is that you're doing, a remarkable feat right now.
Well, now what I do, I go to the gym, because I would like to train for a marathon that's coming up next year. This year was my first year doing it. I always wanted to do a marathon, but when I had regular sight, I just never put the focus into it or put the drive into it. And I think now, since I'm legally blind or visually impaired, I have more confidence and more drive than I had before. So now I go to the Winston YMCA gym in Jacksonville, Florida, to get ready for a half marathon. It's 13 miles. It'll be located at Jacksonville Beach. We're gonna be running up and down the beach. I'm hearing it's not gonna be in the sand this year, so that's better for me. Marathons is easy when a person can see, but since I'm visually impaired, it's a little difficult because this year in March was my first one. It was 9.3 miles. And I always wanted to do this, but I never made time to do this. But I was saying, now I'm going to make time for it because I always love to do sports and stuff. And a lot of people say, when you're blind, oh, you can't do this, oh, you can't do that. And I'm trying to show people you are able to do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
There and do it.
That's what I'm talking about.
So I didn't have nobody run with me this year. First, I was afraid, because I need somebody to stick with me because I don't know what way to turn. But family members told me, oh, it's a lot of people going to be down there. Just keep up with the crowd. You will not get lost. But this next marathon is coming up in February. It's a breast cancer marathon. It's 26 miles, so I'm just going to do half mile. But I'm not sure how large this group will be.
Right.
I would like to do the smaller marathons as well.
Right.
But if I'm not sure about the route, I have no technology that will
aid you in doing
will transform the route into words or whatever for me, so I know how many miles up to turn left, turn right, go straight. So I'm kind of iffy about that. I'm still gonna run it. I'm still gonna go. But if I run, I know I'm not as fast as everybody else.
That's all right.
Yet. Yeah, I'm still gonna complete it. But in case they leave me, I want to make sure I know where to go.
Well, you did promote. Upon talking to you earlier, you said that you're in the process of getting a situation that's going to aid you in running the marathon. What was that?
Right. I've been looking up some information here in Jacksonville, Florida. But let's go deeper with the information. I've been speaking to a guy on the website, visually impaired individuals, and he's from Canada, and he have he's part of CBC. I forget, he have a nonprofit agency, CBC Athletics for visually impaired people, and he's in Canada, and he do marathons. He do the Special Olympics. I didn't know they have Special Olympics for blind Americans, blind people. So I was like, oh, I got to get into that. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. And he was saying he do races and runs, and he do triathlons. I said, okay, I would love to do that too, but I need a guide. He said, oh yes, for you would need a guide to swim, or you would need a guide to run. So somebody run with you that have sight, so you don't get lost.
Right.
But he's now trying to find people here in Jacksonville or close to Jacksonville that can help me out with that with a guide, or find somebody that's able to do the run with me so I don't get lost.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm looking forward to hearing your name being called next year. I think that is a very big feat. I mean, believe me, I used to run track back in the days. I know for sure I can do a marathon.
And long like the sun, long like beat the sun or be able to deal with the sun, I should be all right.
Okay.
I should be okay.
Well, LaToya, I want to sum this up by allowing you the opportunity to just give the audience just a little piece of advice, because you've overcome a lot of the odds, and you've done things that people, I don't want to say the sighted word, but people think that blind people cannot do, and I commend you for that. So, without further delay, I'm gonna allow you the chance to give them something positive, and in terms of individuals who may be going through the same thing, give them something to hold on to, some type of hope.
No, if they say you can't do it, do it anyway. Everybody will say, don't do this, or let me do it for you. Tell them no, let me do it on my own. What I'm trying to do now with the race and other things in school, people say, oh, well, you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Just have hope in yourself. Just put your trust in God, and definitely just believe and have confidence, all around. Because when you have confidence and you believe in yourself, it don't matter what nobody else say. It's only what you believe in and how you will go forward with your goals and everything else.
Okay. So with that being said, there's really nothing else to say because you summed it up. I just want to thank you all for subscribing to the show. I would like for you all to continue to hit the notification bell so that you can get the updates, share, follow, and comment, and just tell a friend and what have you. So before I conclude, I want to say thanks again for coming on the Parker Daniel Show.
You're welcome.
Send a big shout out to my co-host Kimberly Daniels. You don't like me to call her that, but with that being said, we wish you best of luck in your endeavors and that marathon. Hopefully, get a chance to get some pictures and whatnot. Send it to us or call back when you're about to do it or after you've done it next year because I'm excited about it. So I'm listening for your name. So you take care and definitely, keep up the good work and continue to do all the things that you set forth to do.
Yes. Thank you. Thank y'all.
You're quite welcome. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. This is LaToya Kendrick again. I would like to thank everyone for listening and watching my interview on the Parker Daniel Show. Make sure you remember my name because next year I'm trying to have out videos or pictures or both of the half marathon and hopefully so much more. But don't forget where you heard the name from, the Parker Daniel Show. Thank y'all once again. Catch everybody later. Bye-bye.
Stop recording video.